F&G shit. F&G shit. Shout
Big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide.
Johnny Rocket.
Sliding in the rental, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? What's happening? This is Let's Chop It Up. And this your big homie Trey Boogie. Hey, today we got a long awaited interview, you know, with one of my guys out here, man. He been doing his thing. He been putting in work. He one of the hardest rappers, artists, lyricists in Dago, you know. I'm gonna be bringing him up in a second, man. My man TooVelli. But I just want to thank everybody that's watching right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, you know, wherever you're gonna be watching it at. I thank you, man, and I appreciate you for sticking with us and rocking with us, man. But hey, I'm not gonna prolong this, right? I'm gonna bring on the man of the hour right now, man. My man TooVelli. What's up with you, baby?
What's going on, Trey? What's going on, Philly?
Chilling. Finally.
Yeah, you know it's TooVelli, TooVelli, Mr. Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. You know what I mean? That's my tone. You know what I'm saying? And
that's right.
We gonna get to these interview questions real soon. I hope y'all been tapped in with me. I'll be traveling the country real soon. So wherever you at in the country, you might see me there if you stay in tune.
Say that. Let's dig into it, man, because I know you shooting a video right now, you know. Big up to my man Shout Body, you know.
Yeah, my guy Shout Body right here.
My right hand man with you. But yeah, I know you shooting a video, so look.
Well,
let's dig into it real quick.
Already finished. You know, we workaholics. We actually finished. We came out here, knocked it out.
Hey, I believe it too. That's how Shout work. Both of y'all work like that. So
yeah.
Hey, without further ado, man, I'm gonna give you your elevator pitch. I want you to give your elevator pitch right now, right? For my listeners who may not know you. Let them know who you are, where you come from, where you hail from, and your whole get down real quick.
Okay, so like I said, Mr. Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. That's my tone. Anytime you hear that, you know it's me. I'm originally from New York. I'm a Brooklyn, Harlem kid. You know what I mean? Born in Harlem, raised in Brooklyn, back and forth. Moms and paps was there. Moved out to California around 20 years old, 21 years old. Been here ever since. I started rapping when I was probably about 14 years old. You know, rapped with people like Fabulous, Red Cafe, Talib Kweli, been in cyphers with him. My man Nemi.
Big up to Nemi.
You know, on I did a lot of featuring music lately. My EP was recorded by Loose Lyric, who's very big out here. Did some work with Island Swag back in the day. Met Nipsey Hussle, and I really lived the momentary of a life of a real rapper. If you would have the idea of a rapper wrapped up into a person, that would be me. I've been shot, been to prison, been had businesses, been rich, been poor. So the real ups and downs I talk about in my music is really my life that I've been through. And I'm actually old enough to have lived these lives and survived through them. So I'm here to tell y'all the story about what I've been through, so that you don't have to make the mistakes. Y'all could just make it great.
Say that, man. Hey, I didn't even know all that about it. You know what I'm saying about you, but I'm glad you made it through all that. You feel me? And we had a
Yeah.
chance, an opportunity to meet and link up. You know what I mean? Because we
Oh
locked
yeah,
in
for sure,
now.
for sure.
So, hey, so let's go from the beginning, right? You say you from New York. How did you get into the music?
Um, Funny thing is, I've always been a musician and a writer since I was very young. My mother was a professional dancer, so I was always involved into the music scene. I played drums when I was probably like 4 or 5 years old. And I was making up Michael Jackson songs when I was when I was young, making my own version of Michael Jackson song. I've been writing that long. I just always loved music. It's just part of who I am. And hip hop has become is the place where I'm from. It
Right.
just blended into my life. You know,
So
so
you've been doing it from back then. I think everybody got a Michael Jackson story, that
yeah,
started them off, man.
yeah.
I was a big
That
Michael Jackson fan
I
too.
was making up my own versions of Beat It. You know what I'm saying? So I've been writing since then. You know what I mean? So, and I always had a love. The music love never went anywhere. It's just always grown. And I
That's
just
right.
found my tone. I just found
Your
my tone.
tone. You say your
My
tone.
tone.
You know what's your tone? What's your style?
Um,
Describe TooVelli.
if I was to describe myself in a lyrical sense, I would say I'm a long storyteller in very short bars. So I write entendres upon entendres. So I try to
Okay.
tell as many stories that people and that are at the same time. So I'm a multiple storyteller all at the same time. So that would be my style, I would say. Um, to give the most information in the shortest amount of time by using entendres. So I might tell one story, and the story might mean a whole nother story.
Mm,
So if you get in one, you might get two lessons and listening to it one time.
say that. Say that. And I know I heard you. Tell Shalby to turn that phone off, man. We in the interview.
They killing me here, man.
Hey, and I know, man, from the very first time when you came to one of the ciphers at the event,
Yeah.
you came and you killed it. But what brought you? You say you've been out here for a while. What brought you to Dago? Like, what's your coming to San
Originally I
Diego?
came to San Diego in the military. So I was in New York when 9/11 happened. Um the airplane literally flew by my school. It actually shook my school, everything. And at the time I was part of a gang. Well, I'm still a member, but I never put down no flags or nothing like that. But I had got caught up in the park, and I got caught up in the park in a raid, in a gang raid.
Mm,
So
mm,
what wound up happening is I get caught in this gang raid, and then but I had good grades. I would go to school. I played on the basketball team, you know, and the judge gave me an opportunity. He was like, you can either go to the military or you can go to school or you can go to jail. I
right.
was like, well, I
Jail.
think I'll go to the military. You know what I'm saying? And that
And what
lasted for
branch were
about.
you in? What branch?
I was in the
What
Navy.
branch?
I was in the Navy, and I was attached to a Marine Corps unit. So I was the only Navy airman on in the Camp Pendleton unit.
Okay.
So that was a whole nother lifetime.
Okay.
That was one of the, and that's what I'm talking about. I have had multiple lives to go through to give
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
a lot of people, different people, insight on what goes on, what's this life is really about. So that's what I try to do
From
most of
a
my
from a
music.
veteran to a veteran, you know, from a veteran to a veteran, I appreciate your service. You did,
Oh yeah,
you know,
yours as well. Yours as well.
you was Navy, but us Army soldiers, man. I know what you mean by being attached. I was artillery attached to an infantry unit, so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm glad you got, you made that wise choice and
Well, it didn't
went into
last
the
long.
military.
It
You
didn't
know,
last
you know,
long.
you know. Real talk. Well, let's get into this though, man. You said you've been working with like Loose Lyric, Nimi. Who else in Dago have you been working with besides them? And what else you got
Um,
planned for what you got going on?
well, let me to be realistic. I've actually done a lot of work this past year. I've really been on the grind. Besides I had been signed before, but this is my first time of really being part of it, really going hard in the industry of being an artist, and really changing from just being a rapper to being an artist. So um, I've done
Yeah.
I've recently done a song with Demi Dago called ATM Card that we dropped. Um,
Mm,
Me and Demi, we actually have a song that we've actually already worked on, but we haven't dropped that yet. Um, I have a song. Loose Lyric actually recorded my EP. He recorded my EP, so
okay.
that's why I would work with have done some work with Loose Lyric. Me and Teddy Benson supposed to do some work together. Um, Skins Rondrell, of course,
Mm.
uh, and the TooVelli gang, of course. You know my guys. I have something with Bree
Yeah,
Blues.
yeah. Who's all in the True Valley gang? Let's
Okay, so
shout them
TooVelli
out.
gang is a group that I'm part of. We just dropped the EP called Ready or Not, which is Flade, Lil Big Chewy, Slick Belly, myself, TooVelli. So we come all together. We make up the TooVelli gang, and
That's right.
we just dropped the EP. So it's actually a great listen. It's actually a great listen. It's has a lot of gems and jewels inside of it, and it's some great rap music. So it's something you should check out. So something that
Say
people
that.
should go and check out on. Um, I just I'm supposed to be doing some work with Speakerbox soon. Uh, Supposed to be doing some work with
Okay. You messing with the hitters. You messing with the hitters.
Well, yeah, of course, I've been a rapper for so long in San Diego, but for me to actually start putting out my own work is
Yeah.
is something that I'm finally getting around to in my career. Like because I'm the cipher guy. Come through, kill the cipher, and go home. I was the cipher
Yeah,
guy for
yeah,
a long
yeah.
time.
And that's how we met. Big
Yeah,
up to
so
Nimmy.
that's
He plugged you. He booked you for the cipher.
yeah. So I've
Yeah.
turned
You
into
hear me?
I've turned
Yeah.
yeah. I can hear you. Yeah, that's definitely how we met. I went and
Okay.
did the cipher.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I've been really working on my craft this past year. So now I'm putting more songs out. So that's where perfecting of my craft is going to, and I'm planning on doing a nationwide tour very soon with my new project that I'm gonna be dropping is called My Tone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? That's the show, buddy. Show, he want to drive off in a minute. Oh no, I think he froze. Are you there? Am I here? Are we good?
We had a little issue for a minute. You there now?
Yeah, I've been here the whole
Okay.
time. I didn't know what was going on.
I yeah, I was able to see you, but you wasn't. I don't know, man. Technology. You know.
I thought I was about to drop
But
a
yeah,
freestyle.
go back to what you were saying.
Um.
Go back to what you were saying about. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I've been around for a long time. Been a cipher killer. I've been go to the studio, put drop bars, you know, guarantee songwriter for people. People, will actually songwrite for them and edit. I've been behind the scenes for a while, doing those type of things as an artist, but it's first time as a rapper or a writer. Those things I was on for a very long time: artist development, editing, stuff like that,
Okay.
writing for other artists. So now it's finally where I'm getting to do my own music and drop my own songs. So now I'm working on the artistry of being a musician.
That's right. That's right. And I was saying, that's how we met. And big up to Nimi for booking you for one of the ciphers. You came through and killed it. I was like, yo, who is dude? Who is dude? I gotta be him. You dig?
Yeah.
So I salute you for that. But while we talking about that, man, the BET show
Yeah,
experience
that was
showcase winner.
that
You
was
know what I
crazy.
mean? The
That was
BET
crazy.
showcase winner.
Yeah, that was
TooVelli. Let's
crazy.
talk about that experience, man. Tell the folks how it was and your experience with
Um,
everything, man. Being a winner and just competing.
so I was at the Who's Next talent show here in San Diego. Actually, Trey Boogie is actually one of the main hosts, and Nemi. I came in first place and actually won the opportunity to go up to BET in LA at BET Awards this year, which was actually crazy. Um, Everybody was up there. Wu Tang was up there. Mav High for My Expert Opinion. Shout out to them. Um, Buster Rhymes. Everybody was there. Everybody was there who was supposed to be there. Um, I performed at the Mixer, and I was able to go to the after party and the actual awards, so that was dope. Um, Made so many connections, so many relationships. So the thing about the music industry is that it is about relationships. So this was a major stepping stone for me, moving forward in my career, and I appreciate that
That's
so
what's up.
much. You know, Everybody showed love, and I look forward to doing many more um, live appearances.
That's right. And I appreciate you and your support and everything. And I'm glad you had that opportunity to experience, what you had to experience. And
Yeah,
because anybody deserve it is you, man. Anybody that deserve it is you. But like,
yeah,
we was talking
it was
about
a
you shooting
crazy.
a video today.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
actually
Go ahead.
shooting.
Go ahead.
I'm actually shooting a video with Shell Body. I like to put to him, but he
That's
really tall
before
out here,
me.
man. He got big body. Be big bodies out here, man. Don't get it wrong. But yeah, we did Snap, and I actually had found a location I wanted to do this video because it gives a great embodiment about a lot of things that I'm talking about in my music. And I should have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, one of the major topics that I talk about in a lot of my music is mental health and mental awareness. So if you listen, like I said, I write in entendres. So just because I'm rapping about certain things, I'm also talking about mental awareness. Like on my song Snap, I say, I'm talking about how, you're snapping from going through the pressures of life. So,
Yeah.
and sometimes, these things lead to issues in people's lives that they can't handle. They're not prepared to handle. And these are the things that we have to be very aware of in our society, and also in our community as Black people, because mental awareness and mental health in the Black community is not even registered.
Right.
It's not registered. People don't realize how close we are to always being snapping, because we live a lifestyle on edge. We live a lifestyle of trauma from the moment we come home. Just being Black in America is a traumatic experience. It's to be a black man in America is a traumatic experience, and
You know, I'm glad you brought that up though, because myself on all my shows, I try to encourage our folks, right, to go to the doctor, to go talk to somebody, to go deal with our issues, because we were bred to do it on our own. You know what I mean? Don't show no signs of weakness and stuff. And me myself, I suffer from mental health issues. You know what I mean? I talk to someone. I deal with PTSD and everything like that. And that's probably why Snap is one of them songs that I told you. That's my jam right there, man. It registered with me,
yeah,
you know?
because it's talking about that. For anybody who knows me and has known me throughout my plight in San Diego, um, I have a brother that committed suicide. Um, after going through
My
all
mine committed suicide in '99. My little brother
yeah,
committed
all,
in
all,
'99, man.
after all going through all these trials and tribulations that he was successful through, he finally had gotten a chance to. I thought he was, to make it and go forward. He had got a scholarship to go play ball and everything, and he just that's when he snapped. That's when he snapped, and so a lot of my songs talk about mental health awareness and um, just being aware of your mental health triggers. You know, because that's very important.
Important. Very important to be able to recognize your triggers and know how to handle it. You know what I mean? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. Y'all service just messing up a little bit because y'all moving around. But like I was saying, it's important to know your triggers and how to handle them and how to deal with them, right? How to ground yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I took so many classes. I'm still in classes, still trying to deal with it, even at my age. And we both got the same thing a lot of things in common. You know what I mean? And dealing with the suicide of a loved one, of a brother.
Yeah, it's so important to just make sure that we're aware. It's very important to make sure that we're aware of what we're shooting to accomplish in life, and focus on the steps forward. Use the left lane to take exit 2C.
Real talk.
So that we can get to the next level.
And what I want to do right
Yeah,
now,
so
Belly, is we got to pay the bills, right? So we're gonna go to a quick 1 minute break, commercial break, so we could pay these bills real quick, and then we're gonna come right back on.
all right, Tim.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
Young God, I was born that. Don't ask me, ask OG, and they gon' say I'm on that. My mob tied, cause I get love from all sides.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
Blood idol, learn to trap off that thug Bible. But candy paint on my whip's door, suicidal.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods. Cause real killers never rap about the demons that kill. It's young gods and OGs, ghetto soldiers with heart. We like to war day and night, just don't get caught in the dark. When anybody's cool, nobody's acting a fool. We playing by different rules, no blinkies, we OGs and young gods.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we back. We back. So yeah, up and coming podcast coming up. We trying to touch the youth. Dealing with the mental health and dealing with just the society health too, right? Because we deal with a lot, man, and it's our job as OGs, right? We made it to this age by the grace of God, and we got to bring it back and pass it down to the youth. You dig, to the young gods. You feel me? So be on the lookout for that podcast starting September 1st. Brother Hess, Brother Hood, my man Shout Body, and myself, Young G's, OGs, and young gods, man. Yes, sir. But back to Velli. Hey.
Yeah.
You shot the video today. you always working. You one of the hardest working people I know, man. You
I'm
didn't let
I'm one of the
nothing
hardest working
you didn't let
people.
nothing stop you. But listen, you didn't let nothing stop you from getting to that BET
Well, because this is
experience.
I've gotten to the point in life where it's like shit'll get off the pot, and I've jumped off the ledge with my music at this point. So it's like I was telling somebody today, like I think I was talking to my step pops today, and I was telling him how I feel like a lot of times I'm like free falling,
Mm,
like I'm free falling in the music industry because I don't I know I have a lot of talent and I know I have something unique to talk to people about, and that I have things that people would like to hear. But besides that, I don't know too much about the business aspect of it. So I'm going to school this semester for some actual music business. So what
that's
happens
right.
is I I've, I don't know too much about the business aspect of it, and I've had opportunities to be in the music industry at a higher level, and I missed them because I didn't know better, and I missed them because I didn't know what how to protect myself or how to make sure that I was taking the right steps to ensure that I still was making residual money off my own art. Um, like I said, I've been writing for a while for people, and there's things that I've sold that I just got paid one time for, and I let it go, and I never made any more money from these things. So, um, it's fun. I finally actually lived through all these steps and lived through all these things. So now I double them back, and I'm talking about them over music or writing poetry about it, and just staying on the art. I just been staying on the art. So that's been my biggest focus
That's
lately.
right.
I haven't really been hustling or anything like that. I've been, just staying true to my music and, avoiding any anything that was gonna steer me in a different direction.
How 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 important is it as an artist to actually learn the business part of it, right? Because a lot of
Every,
people don't get that. A lot of people think you could just put out music and you're gonna make it, right? But what they say, it's 90% business and 10% talent, right? So how important is it? You said it's important, but from your experience, from you all, you said
it's
you were signed, you were
I would
this.
say I would say it's 50-50%. But in reality, you don't have to be talented to make money from this music. Now, if you love the art, you have to be talented to make quality music that people need to feed their soul. You need to be
Mhm.
talented for. To put out some music, you don't have to be talented for. You can put it out, and if you have a good business plan, you'll make money from it. You just know how to sell it.
Right.
So the thing is, it's equally as important to know to get the business popping, because if you're gonna only have a liability
Mm.
if you have no business aspect of it. You only have a liability doing music. You'll put thousands of dollars into doing music, and you'll get nothing out of it. And if
So you
that's
speaking on when you say get nothing out of it, spending thousands of dollars on music, that's putting out your music, that's studio, that's probably even shooting videos. But how important is it to have, the marketing? You got to
you need
have
you need you need
the
marketing,
team.
you need an EPK, you need marketing, you people. I need things. I need marketing. I need EPKs. I need uh headshots. I need all these things because I'm going to the point to where I'm starting to learn that I need different looks. I need to be accessible to people. If you're not accessible to people, then you're only making music for yourself. But are you making music for yourself, or are you making music for people to enjoy and love?
Yeah.
And I and
Music for yourself and your homies.
I'm making I'm making music to be global. I'm
I'm
making
glad you
music to
said
be
that.
global.
I always tell everyone you got to think globally, not locally.
I'm making music to be global and maybe even and timeless. So the things that I'm working on putting out are songs that when people hear them 10 years from now, they be like, "Oh man, this was my joint. I remember this joint. This joint was real deep. It talks to me. Like when people hear Ghetto Boys right now, your mind playing tricks on me. People still relate to the times when people was getting high and they was seeing things and it was off the shine and how they saw things happen, and it was something that they could relate to at the moment, or it maybe even been a song that helped you understand what was going on with your friends and your family who were using drugs. It was just a song that talked to your soul that helped you understand what was going on in the world. And when
Now,
I make music to help people understand what they're going through in the world.
is that your motivation in your artistry career right now? You know, being the advanced that you are now, going through what you've been and being in the game for so long. Is that what's motivating you now? You know, I like to call it
Yes,
legacy, right? Something that when you're gone, you still going to be here in some way or aspect.
it's definitely one of the things that motivate me is leaving a legacy, leaving something behind that people can still use as a blueprint to where they're going to. Um, you know, I feel like hip hop is the new Negro spirituals. So we got to leave these blueprints behind so people can follow their the way to success and to not just financial success, but to spiritual success, to freedom. Jay-Z said financial freedom's our only hope. And, we have to have some kind of freedom within in ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and once we put these things together, then as a race, we'll be moving further on in success and where we are look where we are being appreciated for who we are on a global scale.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, on a global scale, people follow all of our trends, but they don't believe anything but they don't believe the information that we get.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, that's deep.
we're the most untrusted race in the country right in the world right now. Well, not even as black, but as African American, people have a stigma about us, about who we are, but we're the most copied also.
Yeah, most duplicated. I was telling my kids that the other day that everybody like our culture and what we stand for and what we bring to
But
the
nobody don't want
table,
to be
but they don't
us,
like us. They don't like
right?
us. We
So
got to
now
change that narrative.
I feel like hip hop is the new Negro spirituals to that type of freedom, to mental freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, and that's why I talk about mental awareness and stuff like that so much because it's partially about having that mental freedom. That the name Veli means free. So when you hear my name
Okay.
TooVelli, it means that I'm sometimes too free. Like you go Veli with the shades, or you just going crazy. You don't care about what's going on in the world. You're living life freely. It's about, choosing to make the decisions that you feel like you need to make, not what is being pressured around you, not what a society is saying. Not you're being cool because you're you.
Say that.
You're
Deep.
you're the vibe. And when people realize that they're the vibe, and they don't have to conform to other people's ideas of what is the norm or what is right, then you'll start to see true growth.
Say that.
So
Hey, that's deep though. We get it deep right now, and I like that. What I want to do though, we over the mark that I said we were going to be at. So I know you out there doing your thing, but I want you to introduce your video.
Oh, okay,
let's show that real quick, and then we'll come back and finish it off, man. So let's
without further ado, this is TooVelli Gang. Breathe, relax. Sometimes you just gotta take that moment and breathe, relax, so you can get right.
Here we go.
Check this out.
Really fuck the law and all the crooked cops. Used to hold it down up on Granny Block. Window crack ain't picking locks. Man down, can't let them talk. Empty clips, we hear the clip. Can't find no bitches celibate. Memory good, elephant, but all of that's irrelevant. Can touch the bag and fumble it. If all your friends are bums and how you specking, you gon' elevate. Ain't cheaper till you peep her. She lying and deceitful. Don't wear it if your feet hurt. Long range, deep stroke. She said she want the dick tag. Had and put in young half. Double up, run it back. Her, she trying to try to add. The way she used her head, you was to swear she was an undergrad. Ass fat, baby stacking coins like a laundromat. Thunder clapping. If I whip the brick and then it's triple up. Skinny man, and if he drive that lane, we going up. Ruger tuck, mind fuck. The secret is I'm prayed up. Prime time now, Andrew Luck.
Live a fast life, go and get the cash right. This thing gon' have more damage on you than a crash site. Pass about 100,000 last night. Breathe, relax. Live a fast life, go and get the cash right. This thing gon' have more damage on you than a crash site. Pass about 100,000 last night. Breathe, relax.
World keeps spinning, in these streets I keep winning. Money keeps spinning, too much I can't spend it. Yankee cap fitted, I'm fresh, I stay knitted. Lieutenant, nigga, all I do is get it. I'm the realest in the city, all my niggas stay litty. Counting hundreds in the 50s, find my niggas not guilty. If she said a nigga tricking, then she tripping, not really. Bitch silly, I'm a bad boy, but I'm not diddy, little bitty. Got the smitty with me with the chitty, nigga really. With the dilly, make a nigga go silly. With the semi-killy. I'm the kid, no gilly, not from Philly, but I'm in that 7-6, no ceiling, nigga killing. Vacuum selling when I send it, run it back. But we winning, we been up for a minute. Bird vision, good living, stay committed. I'm a raider, I admit it. You a hater, I suspended it. You say before relax, smooth selling.
Live a fast life, go and get the cash right. This thing gon' have more damage on you than a crash site. Pass about 100,000 last night. Breathe, relax. Live a fast life, go and get the cash right. This thing gon' have more damage on you than a crash site. Pass about 100,000 last night. Breathe, relax. 3-shooter, soul jump, no pump fake. Pitchfork spit out fire, meet Satan. Party hard, Harlem niggas, you Harlem shaking. Mask on, been the laws, I'm round breaking. Keep on fixing, Watergate, I'm Prez Nixon. Muslim shooters, cross haters, turn Christian. Stop flinching, you making me nervous. Add fear to the fire, family tending your service. Niggas worthless, like a penny with a hole in it. Going in 60 seconds with Halle be more minutes. You niggas minute, I'm infinite times 2. Bricks getting calm cool, my heart's an ice cube. I'm a bad mother, shut your mouth. Rick James stop a nigga out like fuck your couch, nigga. I'm a bad mother, shut your mouth. Rick James stop a nigga out like fuck your couch. Live a fast life, go and get the cash right. This thing gon' have more damage on you than a crash site. Pass about 100,000 last night. Breathe, relax. Live a fast life, go and get the cash right. This thing gon' have more damage on you than a crash site. Pass about 100,000 last night. Breathe, relax.
Pacho.
You look like you about to go to Goodwill, nigga.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, let's get the fuck up out of here, man. I'm dropping my brush and shit. Man, let's go.
TooVelli, gang, breathe, relax, man. Tell us about that video. Where you shot at it? Who shot it?
We shot that video in San Diego, downtown area, by the bridge. You know where the bridge is that goes towards Petco Park?
Coronado Bridge?
Nah, it's a bridge that goes to Petco Park. It's
Oh,
downtown.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we shot it right there. Okay, go ahead for a little bit. My boy Trey Johnson shot that for us. Good peoples. It was a real dope experience. You know, he did a great job editing. It was definitely fun. Definitely want to get into a lot more visuals moving forward and content moving forward. So that's my plan for the next year. You want me to slide up with you? That's my plan coming up for the next year. Is to have some more visuals going on. Well, towards the end of the year, have some more visuals going on. And from there, I'll be looking to do a tour and meeting more artists. Just being more involved in the culture completely. And eventually start my own tour. Like that's really where my final product is looking to do. Is start my own tour that is given every year. Where you're traveling and just enjoying things.
That's right. So this is
Making
the point
money.
of the
And making money.
man.
Can't forget making money.
Can't forget making money. Hey, closing it out. This is the part where I want you, anything we forgot to mention that you want to promote, and give your shout outs and how they can find you and your music.
First thing I want to promote is me. Yeah. Follow me. TooVelli official. Check out, on Tuesdays, first and third Tuesdays, you gotta come downtown to Vibes. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna turn up. We got open mics, we got talent shows. Stay tuned for Original O's. It's gonna be coming to you soon. TooVelli gang, TooVelli. Check out ATM card on Demi Dago. That's man. Look, follow me on YouTube. I'm about to be a blast. If y'all want to have a good time when y'all watching these shows and see some great things go on, the next year is gonna be crazy, and the next few years is gonna be even more crazy. We about to just change everything, the whole narrative. We just about to have fun, travel the country, and travel the world. Because the universe is yours.
There it is. Any shout outs? Any shout outs you want to give out before we get up out of here?
Shout out my man, Trey Boogie. Shout out my man.
That's love.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Short Body. Shout out my boy Nemi. Shout out TooVelli gang. Shout out KB Platinum Rec Studios. Shout out the Sound Lounge. Shout out my expert opinion, Champio. Shout out my daughter. What's up, Danny Dane? And that's about it, man. We up out this bitch.
Hey, Velli, man, I appreciate you coming on the platform. This was long overdue, and it's just part one. There's going to be another part two. Did you hear the bars right there?
Yeah,
Did you hear the bars?
I saw you with the part two. The double back. Yeah, but you gotta have to have a part two, because what's gonna happen is I got some big things coming up, and so you'll be able to show this and be like, yo, I'm trying to tell you that was my guy a long time. Boom.
That's it.
I'm gonna do a part two. I'm gonna have him come back. So in the next few years, man, I'm telling you, y'all I'm working on having some global things going on. Hopefully I get up on some of these Tubi movies, get up on some of these.
I got a connection for that.
Yeah, I'm looking to tap in with you about that. You know, we're supposed to be putting some projects together, so I'm just looking forward to everything. Like I said, I'm free falling. I'm taking one step in front of the other, man. I'm just taking one step at a time.
Hey.
So I have tons of music that to put out for as a project, and Empire Records. That a lot of people are looking forward to working with me. I'm looking forward to working with them. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be the flyest rapper you never heard about, becoming the flyest rapper you heard about.
There it is. Hey, Velli, I appreciate you, man. You say you free falling, and I'm gonna catch you, man, and we gonna do some great things.
They call it jumping off the ledge with your art.
There it is.
That's why you guys do it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the interview. It was a blast. I can't keep going. I can't keep going forward without taking the next step.
There it is, man. I appreciate you, family. Hey, it's your big homie Trey Boogie. This is Let's Chop It Up. Holla.
You know I'm the big homie.
F&G shit. Shout
the big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide. Sliding in the rental, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on the toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.